What's happening, everyone? I just got back from seeing The Day the Earth Blew Up, a Looney Tunes movie. And if you want my short thoughts, it's fantastic. Go see the movie. Everyone, no matter what age range, can go and see this film. It's got great animation. It's got hilarious jokes. Everyone will have a good time watching this movie, and I highly recommend doing it as soon as you possibly can because this movie is getting zero advertisement. It's not being supported by basically anyone, and it is going to be taken out of theaters really soon because no one is going to see it. So please, if you like the Looney Tunes, if you like animation in general, if you like a good family movie with a lot of comedy, grab your friends, grab your kids, cousins, nephews, whatever, and go see this movie because it will be a blast for everyone to enjoy. My theater was packed with like a couple different families, and they all walked out of the theater smiling and laughing and having a great time, so I highly recommend you going to see it. But for my more detailed thoughts, well, this movie technically isn't a Looney Tunes movie. I guess like on a sort of kind of technical standpoint, it does have two Looney Tunes in the movie, so I guess it does propagate the tunes aspect, but it's just Daffy Duck and Porky Pig, which personally, there's nothing wrong with that for me, but the movie itself, when you actually go and see it, the title for it isn't a Looney Tunes movie. That's just what they're calling it at the box office. It kind of reminds me of when, like, the Birds of Prey movie got rebranded, because it was originally, like, Birds of Prey, and I'm going to put it on the screen because I don't remember what it was. But it was that. And then in theaters, if you went to go see it, they retitled it on like the big boards for where you would like pick which movie you wanted to see. And it was just Birds of Prey, Harley Quinn. That's what this feels like with The Day the Earth Blew Up, because the actual title card that pops in the movie is like Daffy Duck and Porky Pig, The Day the Earth Blew Up, not the Looney Tunes movie, The Day the Earth Blew Up, or The Day the Earth Blew Up, the Looney Tunes movie. This is really specific for absolutely no reason, and it doesn't affect the quality of the movie, but it really got to me, and I had to talk about it. The movie itself, though, I absolutely love it. This is, weirdly enough, a movie that, like, I don't hate Porky Pig. Wrong? Not Porky Pig. I love Porky Pig. Daffy Duck. I love Daffy as well. But, like, Daffy is the kind of character that you love to hate because, like, you want to punch him. Mainly because I grew up with the Looney Tunes show, and, like, that show made me want to kill that duck over and over again, every single episode. But this movie, I actually felt bad for him and empathized with him. He still does stupid crap that makes you go, like, oh, God, I hate him so much. I want to kill him. But, like, I felt bad for him at points in this movie where I was just like, you're not, like, trying to suck like you do in other interpretations of your character. You're just like a lovable goof that people are mad at because you do stupid things, which is kind of endearing, which was very surprising to me. As a matter of fact, Porky Pig is actually the character that ended up being kind of a dick. You understand it, though, in the film because you're just like, well, you live with Daffy Duck. I kind of understand why you crash out a few times in the movie. It's completely justified. But the two of them play off of each other extremely well. It's like Daffy's chaotic Looney Tunes-ness with Porky's straight man attitude really complements each other. That's not to say Porky isn't wacky and loony in the movie, because he is, but if you were thinking of like the encapsulation of a Looney Tunes, like the chaotic nature of them, that's given to Daffy, and Porky is more just like the Looney Tunes character that's there to be like, holy crap, the universe I live in is really messed up and crazy. That's kind of the balance that they have with each other, and it works out really well in the movie. They introduce character Petunia, who, I'm not going to lie, I have not seen every single Looney Tunes piece of media out there, so if you're like a Looney Tunes purist who knows everything about it, and you're like, oh, Petunia was introduced in like 1975, or what? Okay, it's fine. I didn't know that, but like, this is the first time I saw the character of Petunia, and it's really weird that her and Porky both have the same last name. It makes it feel like they're family members. They're not, but the fact that it's like Porky Pig and Petunia Pig makes me feel like they're related, even though they're not. And it's been on my mind since I watched the movie a few hours ago. But they introduce her to be the love interest of Porky in the movie, and I think she complements the story really well. She's like the weird, hyper-fixated nerd that you went to school with that was probably a theater kid. And I could say that because all of my friends were theater kids. That's a lie. It's like 90% of my friends were theater kids and still are. So I have an idea of this kind of predicament. But she was a really well-endeared character, and I quite enjoyed seeing her in the movie. There's a lot of characters in this movie that are just, everyone's just so funny. But certain characters I hate them so much. There's like an HOA lady in this movie, and I hated this woman. I hated this woman so much. I wanted to, this woman just like, they perfectly encapsulated the idea of an individual that just, you're trying to do the right thing, and then they don't care that you're trying to do the right thing, so they will just say and do everything to provoke you in the situation at hand, instead of acting like a normal human being, just because they're a scumbag at heart. And it's just, I waited the entire movie hoping that something bad would happen to this character. And I'm going to tell you if something bad happens to her, because I want you to go and see the movie. But I wanted something bad to happen to this woman. And you'll understand what I mean when you meet her in that very first scene that she shows up. But this movie really does not have breaks whatsoever. As soon as the movie starts, opening scene, incredible animation, sets up the plot for the movie, and then everything goes crazy from there. It's just like, oh, wow, we're just, bam, right into this. I can't believe that we're just being thrown into it, which, to be honest, the Looney Tunes are a completely chaotic group of characters, so for their own movie to start off with just off-the-wall nonsense makes absolute perfect sense. But while I'm on the topic of ridiculous nonsense, I don't understand why. Now, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with this, but there are a lot of characters in this movie that are drawn to be thicker than a Snicker and a bowl of oatmeal fused together. I don't know why. I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with it, but, like, why? I just want to know, for the people that animated this movie, they're just like random characters, not even named characters all the time. They'll just be background characters, they'll just be in the scene, it'll just be thick, and it's like, why? What was this for? Okay, this doesn't affect the story in any way, but I guess we're here now. And while I'm on the subject of that, there is one scene in this movie that I will bring up here, where Daffy tries to become a social media influencer by twerking, and he got canceled by Twitter. And that is the most unrealistic thing that I have seen in this entire movie. Like, really? Daffy got canceled on Twitter for throwing it back? Have you seen Twitter? Or X? Whatever the hell you want to call it? That is not what would happen. But hey, I will give it a pass, because the rest of this movie is a 10 out of 10 in my opinion. It never stops. It's always funny. The characters are likable. The animation is stellar. And I really want more Looney Tunes media, especially because it seems like Warner Brothers doesn't care about it, because they recently just said that they're moving away from cartoony stuff like Looney Tunes because they want to focus on more adult content. I hate to break it to them, but like adults like the Looney Tunes as well, because the person who got me into Looney Tunes was my dad, who was like 40-something when he put me onto the Looney Tunes. So the idea that adults won't watch Looney Tunes media is ridiculous. Like, did you not see how many people were raging at you for canceling the Coyote versus Acme movie? And then this movie doesn't get advertised like at all. Like, I don't understand Hollywood sometimes. It's like they don't listen to what people have to say, and then they get surprised when bad things happen. Like, I don't understand. But the thesis of this entire nonsensical ramble is to go see The Day the Earth Blew Up before it gets taken out of theaters. I know I said it at the beginning of the video, but I'm saying it again for the people who, thankfully, watch the rest of this video. You gotta go see this movie. It's fantastic. You'll have a blast. Every single person I've spoken to that's seen the movie, and every person I've seen on Twitter has been like, I didn't know that this movie was out, but it looks awesome. And then they go, oh, I got to see the movie. It was great. Why isn't anyone talking about this? Why isn't it being advertised? The last time I checked, it had like a $5 million box office. So 9 times out of 10, if someone clicked on this video, you haven't seen this movie, so go and see this movie. All right? Cool? Handshake? Deal. Great. Go see the movie. That's all I gotta say. Have a loony time. I'm the innocent villain. Remember, folks, you're innocent till proven villainous, and I will catch you after you've seen this goddamn movie. Peace.